And joining me now is Aparajita Sarangi, Member of Parliament of the BJP, also a member of the ethics panel. Aparajita ji, really appreciate your time. My question is something what Manish Tiwari said on the floor of the House, that here is Parliament which is sitting as a judge, deciding the fate of one of your colleagues, and then Mahua Moitra doesn't really even get a chance to present her side of the story. She's the accused and she has been expelled without the Parliament hearing what she had to say. Shouldn't she have been given a chance to speak? So the process that was followed today is being questioned.
With all regards for Shri Manish Tiwari ji, I must say that a man convinced against his will be of the same opinion still. See, the fact remains that in this particular case, all parliamentary procedures have been duly followed. There is a Parliamentary Standing Committee on Privileges and Ethics, we need not forget that. And this Parliamentary Standing Committee on Privileges and Ethics sat thrice on this matter. The complainants were invited, Jai Dehadrai and Honorable MP Nishikant Dubey ji. And thereafter, we invited Madam Mahua Moitra to depose before the committee. We gave her an opportunity of being heard. She spoke to us at length, and for 1 hour uninterruptedly, if I can say, use that word, difficult to pronounce that word, without interruption, she spoke to us. And thereafter, there were certain questions that were posed by the chairman of the committee, and these questions were limited to the content of the affidavit which had been filed by Darshan Hiranandani. Now suddenly she flared up. Suddenly she lost her cool. She started fuming and fretting, and she almost staged a walkout. And while going out of the room, she used unparliamentary words for the chairman of the committee. So when she says that she was not heard, I think nothing can be far from the truth than this.
Okay, but ma'am, my question is about...
As far as hearing the MPs within the Parliament is concerned, within the Lok Sabha is concerned, let me remind you of the incident which happened in 2005. 10 members of Parliament had been expelled and none had been given chance to present their case in the Lok Sabha. The Parliamentary Standing Committee was there to actually listen to the defendant. And in this particular case, the committee of which I am a member actually heard her at length.
But Ms. Sarangi, my question
we
is
also referred the matter to the Ministry of IT and the Ministry of Home Affairs to look into the matter.
Since you spoke...
They submitted a report to the committee. We also looked into the affidavit. And let me tell you very candidly that this was a sworn affidavit. The affidavit had been shown by Darshan Hiranandani before the Deputy Consulate General in Dubai. So I think after due diligence, the committee submitted its report with a couple of recommendations to Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha.
Yes.
And today, whatever happened, I think the entire nation has seen.
Okay.
Through you, I can only request...
My question is...
Yeah, please.
Since you are referring to 2005, at that time, there was overwhelming evidence against the MPs concerned. There was a sting operation in the public domain. Here in your ethics panel report, it says very clearly that the panel doesn't have the wherewithal to investigate the cash part of this query. And hence, it is the right government agency, which is perhaps an investigating agency, a CBI or any other, that should go ahead and investigate it. So the point that has been made by one of the members of the ethics panel who was on the show just a few minutes back, he says that should the ethics panel or perhaps even the Parliament have waited for that criminal investigation to complete before taking such a harsh decision of expelling an MP.
See, let me make it very clear. We need to keep two issues separately. One, unethical conduct and non-observance of parliamentary procedures by Mahua Moitra. Now, this is indicated by the fact that he shared her login credentials with people who were associated with Darshan Hiranandani staying in Dubai. Right, for 47 times, questions were uploaded by the staff of Darshan Hiranandani who is a businessman having lots of interest in different sectors in India. and thereafter on one particular day questions had been uploaded on behalf of Mahua Moitra ji from couple of locations, you know, from US, let me tell you, from US, from Bengaluru, from Delhi, from all these places, from Nepal, you know, from all these places on one particular day questions had been uploaded. So doesn't it demonstrate unethical conduct on part of Mahua Moitra? This is the question that I want to ask as a member of the committee. Now this is one. Number two is the cash transfer, the money transfer. Now here let me tell you, the two recommendations that have been made by the committee, very potent recommendations. One of course was the expulsion because of the unethical conduct, and number two, we have requested through Honorable Speaker, the Government of India, to appoint an investigative agency, the appropriate investigative agency, to look into the matter of money trail or cash trail. In fact, we are not getting into the cash trail part of it on the basis of the unethical conduct demonstration, which has been proved by the report of the Ministry of IT and the Ministry of Home Affairs. We have gone ahead and we have recommended, and of course by the going by the content of the affidavit and listening to the complainants, we have recommended the expulsion.
Okay.
And that is why she has been expelled by the Lok Sabha after due deliberation within the Lok Sabha.
Yes, but within the Lok Sabha, there were a number of MPs of the opposition who were of the opinion that the punishment was very harsh. In fact, those visuals that played out soon after her expulsion was that of an opposition unity with Sonia Gandhi, her entire party, those TMC MPs, all of them standing firmly with Mahua Moitra, something that we had not seen in the past. An issue here is that her party supremo came out in her support. Mamata Banerjee is saying that she's been made a victim, that there is some kind of political witch hunt that is going on against her. So the question is that have you made Mahua Moitra a martyr?
Through you, I can only make an appeal to all those who are standing by her to refrain from indulging in politics. See, let us not politicize the matter. Let us also not say that since she is a woman, she is being victimized. I think this is a wrong approach to the entire episode. She is a parliamentarian. She behaved in a manner which was unbecoming of a parliamentarian, and that is why she was punished by the House. It's not me or you punishing her. It's the House. Right. And in the Parliamentary Standing Committee, the sittings there were 3 sittings and there were 3 times voting. There also the majority went against her. And today also in the Lok Sabha, there was voting and the majority went against her. People spoke from the opposition side, people spoke from the ruling party side, and then there was voting. So I think all the procedures have been duly followed. Whatever is unethical has to be kind of, pointed out, and action has to be taken against it.
All right, Aparajita Sarangi, appreciate your time. Thank you so much for speaking to NDTV.